All right.
Hey, yo, the music's. Why is the music? Oh, hey, yo, it's 5, man. Hey, Connor, go get Austin. I need him here right now. Do his.
Austin,
oh,
we're
Austin,
starting.
Do your radio voice right now.
What?
Your voice.
Oh,
When
okay.
we practice. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats, fasten your seatbelts, and start your radios.
All right, guys. So we're on TV and everything too, right?
Just don't tell us what you're doing, please.
Yeah.
Hey, but get ready. Fasten your seatbelts.
About the
'Cause
TV?
you know what you are. You know what you're about to step into.
Are we about to start?
You tell them.
No, we're not. We're not on TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have entered the pit. Politically incorrect truth.
True.
How about you?
Yeah, it's about to go down. All right. Well, how's it going, everybody? This is Austin Patterson in the pit. A little bit different today. We're doing a live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Just learned a bunch of things on how to do this, and I'm pretty excited. Very excited. It's just me today, just me in the house. We're doing it today rather than on Monday at 5 because we have football practice and schedules all different and things like that. But this is pretty cool. This is pretty exciting. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I Am New Productions, The Pit, everything's coming up. We got a lot going today, except for the fact that nobody else is here. Everybody's actually visiting or doing Thanksgiving stuff or things like that. So it's just me today, guys. Bear with me. I might go on a lot of tangents. Should be a pretty cool show, though. Real fast, I got some things to show you people that are watching mostly, it looks like, just on Facebook. Facebook's the only one that people are watching right now. I can react to your comments. It's a pretty cool deal. I think this is how we're going to do it from now on. So, that being said, let's jump right into it. Let's see what we got going on here on the pit. The new live stream or stuff. We have. So this right now, this is the only camera we have. It's pretty cool. It's a webcam, and then I got the audio coming from the mixer and stuff. So next time you'll see all of us around this table with a bunch of mics and everything. Eventually, we'll also get other cameras and a switcher so that we can go from person to person, kind of like some podcasts you've seen on the internet. It's pretty cool, pretty exciting. A lot of stuff going on. The Pit Radio. Guys, go like us on our Facebook page and go follow us on YouTube. It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff here. I'm going to show you a little bit about, I'm going to go around the program, show you how we can do things around here. This is kind of a new feature, so I can show you things that I'm looking up right now on the screen. You'll see, this is my top screen here, but you're seeing it right here. It's pretty sick. As usual, on the pit, we do a Today in History right after introduction. So if you don't know, my name's Austin Patterson. Thanks for watching, the 5 of you that are watching. It's pretty sick. I'm watching myself. All right, so we got a bunch of people watching, 5 of you. Thanks for watching, guys. Name's Austin Patterson. This is the Pit Radio, politically incorrect truth or talk. We're debating on what we should do with that. Right now, this is our first Facebook and YouTube live stream. Hopefully, we'll be doing this a lot more in the future. Get some more equipment in here. Get some more people involved. It's going to be sick. So this is kind of the layout of the screen right now. You're seeing some cool little things going on over here. Let's switch to our next layout. So this is another thing right here that I can control this, and you guys can see this screen. This is all just basically one camera and a bunch of screens. So it's pretty exciting. Here's another view. You have both of my screens right here. It's pretty sick. So, with that being said, Gary Tebow joined. That's pretty sick. I can't see who else has joined. It just told me that Gary joined. What's up, Tebow? How's it going, man? Tebow's been a guest on the show multiple times. He'll be back soon, for sure. He'll be back in the next ones or something like that. So, we're going to have him back. That's what I'm like to see, man. Let's go ahead and do it today in history. So, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this view. Here's our Today in History. Now, instead of me just telling you, you can see it. Right now, we have, there's a couple things. Let's see. Dow Jones Industrial Average sinks to the lowest level in 11 years in response to failures in the U.S. financial system. This is today, back in 2008. So that's not a good thing, but let's see what else we got. anything worth talking about? Microsoft Windows 1 released. That's huge for me. I love computer stuff, so that's huge. Microsoft, this is not the Steve Jobs guy. This is, oh man. I'm live and I don't know who made Microsoft. Well, you know what's cool about that? So we can look it up. If we go blank on the show, you don't have to stop talking. Just keep talking while you type. Inventor. All right, and that is Bill Gates, of course. Feel stupid now. Bill Gates is the creator of Microsoft, so Microsoft One came out on this day in 1981. Pretty cool. Sweet. All right. Well, that's pretty much all that that I'm seeing on here. That bars religious and racial discrimination in federally funded housing. That's pretty significant. Cool. All right. Let's go, and I'm going to go to a pushed around segment today. Bear with me, guys. This is me by myself today. And, yeah. It's pretty exciting, though. We're on Facebook Live. Got a bunch of people watching. Devin joined. Dom joined. We got 9 people watching. That's pretty sick. I'm excited. Awesome. So for pushed around today, guys, I am going to talk about... Let's see, what's pushing me around? Probably all the protesters. Cook had a good point last week, and that was he would protest against the liberals that didn't vote or decided that they weren't going to cast their vote, and that's what he was going to protest for if he had the opportunity to, which he's not protesting. However, my opinion, not on necessarily that exact subject, but more on the fact that people are protesting in general this election. Yeah, I get the fact that people did protest when Obama became president, but it was a little different. It was protest then. I mean, there was some pretty crazy stuff that went on. Still protests. Nobody was rioting or crossing highways. Now, if I'm wrong on that, you can correct me. But I don't think I am. I've seen some news footage where there's like some racist people actually burning Obama like in a weird like a plush toy or something like that of him in front of a church or something. That was kind of weird. However, that's what's pushing me around today. If you're protesting this election, maybe, just maybe, that's the problem that we have these days. We just whine about it instead of trying to do anything about it. I'm not saying to go and do anything about this election in that sense, like try and change it, but you should have tried to change the process earlier. More going on the lines of the Electoral College. You can't go into a game saying, knowing the rules and then losing and then blaming the rules for your loss. You can't do that. That's not how it works. You have to change the rules before the game even starts. And in this case, everybody knew the rules. Everybody thought Hillary was going to win. And the reason she lost, or not the reason she lost, and because she lost, now you guys are like, oh man, we've got to change the rules and stuff. So for me, that's a little crazy. You can't be protesting that the popular vote actually matters in this situation, because in a sense you knew going into it that the Electoral College was the only thing that matters. And Trump played it smarter. I'm not gonna lie, he played it smarter and he won. That's how it works. That's politics for you. If it was done a different way, if the popular vote was the thing that mattered the most, then in that case maybe the whole election would be different. I'm pretty sure Trump wouldn't go to the places that he went to in order to get those things. He's a smart guy. So is Hillary. The whole thing would have been different. So we can't change anything that happened. If you want to change the Electoral College and stuff like that, change it for the next time. But this rioting and these protests and these crossing highways and stuff is so stupid. Just stop it. You're dumb. That's all I have to say about that. Whatever. Little rant there. Now, I kind of ramble and stuff. I kind of get lost in my train of thought when there's nobody here, so bear with me if I say anything that sounds, contradictory to what I just said, like things that contradict themselves. Sorry. I can't control the way I think. I'm scatterbrained. I have like 8 TVs around here, so how am I supposed to concentrate? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's get into the meat. The meat of today's show is going to be about things like Obamacare, some of Trump's policies, the riots I kind of talked about a little bit, but and the media. Oh, and this other story that is about the actors to Vice President-elect Pence. Yeah, so, man, this is hard talking by yourself. It's only been 10 minutes. It usually goes by like crazy whenever everybody else is here because everybody can just talk about anything. Let's go ahead and talk about Obamacare. Now, I'm not going to say I know all the facts about this because I don't. But I do know that Obamacare has failed miserably, and if you make above a certain amount, it hasn't helped you at all. Now, that's not saying that if you're rich, it hasn't helped you, because if you're rich, it doesn't help you even more. But even if you make just a decent amount, you can't get it, and you still have to pay more than you were paying before. Now, I don't know a whole lot on this. Still kind of more speculation than anything. And the speculation that I've come up with is that, let's say for my family, for instance, according to what my dad has told me, we pay a certain amount. We were paying a certain amount before Obamacare happened. And then, hold on, I just got a message. We're paying a certain amount before Obamacare came in. Then it came, and then my family had to pay a lot more. My dad had to pay a lot more. So for me, it didn't work out as well. Or for my family, it didn't work out as well. But I know for some other people, it has really helped. The thing that I have a problem with, it's not necessarily the whole like details as far as the numbers and things like that. The problem is that it's forced people. It took the whole part where you can choose your health care and things like that, the things that suited you the most, and you didn't have to necessarily get health care in certain situations. But now it forces you to, and that's kind of where I feel about the government overstepping their boundaries. That's pretty bad. Now, this new thing that Trump has proposed, let's go look it up. Bear with me while I look this up. I can't do 2 things at once. All I can do is type, let's see, Trump's. Devin Miles, this is actually right to your question, sir. He said, how do you feel about Trump not repealing all of Obamacare? Let's find out exactly what Trump is talking about. Because I know some of the things that is... from what I understand, he's keeping some of it for the people that are less privileged and that benefit from it. However, he's making it less... It's not mandatory to have it. I think. Again, I don't do a lot of research right before these shows, which I should. Healthcare reform, Donald J. President. I realize this is kind of boring if you're just watching me look up stuff on the internet. Cool thing about this is that it's not necessarily only on radio anymore, so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm looking up this thing. Let's go to this scene. I think it's this one. Yes, it is this one. You know, these websites are hard to find some things on sometimes. I look like an idiot doing this, don't I? Anyways, from what I've heard, Trump's not repealing, he's just repealing it for the people that it's hurting. And in that case, that's good. You shouldn't be forced to do something that by the government that actually takes away from you without any there's nothing good that has come out of it in a lot of situations. So for that, I'm not going to expert. I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'll do my research more next time. Sorry. All right, sorry. There's only 2 people watching. I should get off the air. That's what I'll do. This is going to be a 30-minute show, and I am going to play a commercial from I Am New Productions. Let's see how this works. All right. Well, that was pretty cool. I can still control all the audio. So that's sick. Awesome. Let's go to another subject. There's this thing that's I'm looking at right here. It's the Hamilton, the cast of the Hamilton. People have heard about this when they the vice president or vice president-elect, Mr. Pence, went to go and watch the play, and really what happened was he got a lecture from some actor. Now, we all kind of know how I feel about movie stars and actors voicing their opinion about this situation and how they shouldn't. I mean, they could use their platform if they really believe in something, but a lot of times they're just talk, and they don't actually do anything about the things that they say. So, apparently, this guy from the cast of the Hamilton, some no-name actor, had to demonstrate they were self-centered left-wingers. This is by Fox News. I like to listen to them sometimes because it's fun. However, I do encourage you to get your information from multiple sources, even though, for me, I like Fox News because they agree with me in a lot of things. But apparently, the cast of the Hamilton started when Pence entered the arena, the place where they do the plays, the theater. He got a lecture by some of the cast, and basically they were telling him how he couldn't, or how they were afraid for some of their friends' lives and their lives and things like that. And for this administration, they said they were going to be willing to, support them, but really it was just more whining. And to me, with these silly actors that don't know much, it's kind of funny. I like to laugh at this, and I think most of the world does too. These people think they have this pedestal and that they're so self-righteous. And am I getting off track again? Because my dad just commented on this Facebook thing. But yeah, I think this is stupid. You can't just do your job. Stop getting so involved in these politics. You need to just get away from the fact. Like, this election happened. It's gonna stay this way. Nothing's changing. You voicing your opinion in a setting that's not really for that is kind of just seems a little bit like you're kind of self-righteous in a sense like that, and you really should stop. This is freaking hard. This is hard talking by myself on this radio thing. Yeah, no, this is a good point that my dad makes on. This is going back to Obamacare. Everybody thought that he was just going to totally throw Obamacare out the window. It's insurance. And then yeah, so this is the thing with Trump. If you take him at face value on every single word he says, literally, there's a lot of things that go behind all the words that he says. And obviously he's not the best talker in public setting, and it shows because people misinterpret it. And when he was talking about repealing Obamacare, why would you take away the best parts of it? Even though it's all a failure except for like just a few things that are good. So with that being said, of course he's going to leave. Of course he's going to leave the best parts in, but he's also going to reform it to be better suited for the people that are getting totally screwed by it. So that's how I feel on it. Oh man, this is hard doing a talk radio show with one person. I'm gonna go and shout out the O Sports Show again, guys. This is kind of a test more than anything. I know it's kind of cool to go live and stuff like that, but this is actually really hard by myself. I didn't realize that. Not making excuses though. All right, we don't do that here. We just adapt and get better. All right, that's all I have to say. Good point. Everyone talks about the people that will lose their insurance and stuff. It's kind of funny, though, because what about the people that lost their insurance when Obama came around? Good point there. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Real quick, before we get into anything else, I'm going to talk about the O Sports Show. Go check out the guys on the O Sports Show. It's right here. This is the website, guys, osportshow.com. They deliver sports news as well as their own twist on hot topics and takes. Check them out on Instagram, Twitter at O Sports Show, and Facebook at facebook.com/O Sports Show. Find all of their shows on their website, osportshow.com. Guys, go check them out. Pretty cool bunch of dudes doing their thing. Got a lot of stuff going on. They got a blog. This is run by Scott Ostrowski. Go check him out on Facebook. Go follow him. Go follow the O Sports Show. Steven Still's a part of this. He used to room with me. That's why we always mention him here. So yeah, guys, go check them out. They're one of our sponsors. We're kind of doing a cool thing with them. Yeah, so that's what I have there. Another thing to shout out is Easy Tees NM. This is a new company that I just started. It's a t-shirt company. For those of you that are in need of wholesale t-shirts, wonder if I could pull up a picture here. Let's see. Where are we at? Easy Tees logo. Oh, so here we go. Easy Tees. This is a new t-shirt company. If you need wholesale t-shirts for a team or something like that, go ahead and hit me up, and we'll get something in the works right here. Iron New Productions was printed by Easy Tees NM. That's the new company. If you need any help or if you need t-shirts, be sure to call me. You can find all my information on Facebook. We'll have a website and everything soon, but be sure to be on the lookout for that as well. Oh, this is pretty cool. There's going from radio back or to video now is really crazy. I didn't realize how much I just kind of looked around at things, and it's kind of hard to keep the focus going on this thing. It's pretty interesting. There's going to be a fast learning curve here. You got people commenting all the time, and you got to respond to it sometimes if they're talking about the same thing that you're talking about. So yeah, media. Another topic we talked about. I don't trust the media anymore. That's mostly because it's been so biased, and we know that the media is at the lowest percentage that it's ever been trusted in recent history, which is pretty good from my standpoint. We shouldn't trust the media at face value, because a lot of times, I actually just listened to a lecture where the lady was talking about how the media has been so changed these days, and goodness, sorry, there's so much stuff going on. Media has been changed these days, and you don't necessarily need a degree to be taken seriously by a lot of people and to be used as a source for the media. So in that case, anybody could be right now, if you're listening to the Pit Radio, technically, if we took off and you got all your news and stuff like that, we could put anything up and nothing would stop us besides like moral values. And how many people do you think actually have moral values in the media industry? Based on the fact that they're just covering things that boost their ratings, I don't think a whole lot. So that's my reasoning as to why I don't trust the media. Do your own research and then come to your conclusions, and use the media as kind of a guideline as to it's a good source to find things to be angry with in a lot of senses. But it's also kind of a thing you shouldn't take at full 100% truth. So I mean, that's my point on it. A lot of stuff to go into it. Now going back to the cast of the Hamilton. So this really makes me mad. Basically, I think Mike Pence is a great guy. Like, Trump's a little crazy, but Mike Pence is pretty cool. What is... Gosh, all these stuff is... This is pretty cool. If you guys are just tuning in, thanks for watching. I don't know how many people are watching necessarily, but it's pretty cool to be able to do this live and stuff like that. I was talking about the cast of the Hamilton lecturing Mr. Pence on, I guess, being a part of the administration of Trump, lecturing on how everybody feels unsafe. My thing is, how do you feel unsafe just because somebody got elected? He says things that everybody takes out of context. And when they take them out of context, well, we know how that goes. People are taking the things that Trump says out of context. Like he says he's taking, we're taking their rapists, we're taking the worst people from Mexico is what basically Trump was saying. And people took that as a racist comment. And really, you got to look at the whole video. A lot of people just look at that statement by itself and they don't look at, but what was he talking about before? He was obviously talking about illegal immigration, which apparently our media has a hard time saying today. Illegal immigration. That's a thing. You can be an illegal person. I don't care who you are. If you're in the country illegally, that means without going through the proper vetting and the proper process. Now, the process is a little hard to get in. I do understand that. However, that does not make an excuse to break the law. And the whole fact of the matter is, if you want to say that it's morally wrong to call somebody or to keep somebody out of some place they want to go to, and then you say that the illegal immigrants here are good, they're probably good people, but again, I am the worst person at concentrating on more than one thing at a time. I was talking about illegal immigration. So, goodness gracious. Illegal immigration is illegal because it's stated there's ways to get into our country legally. All right, if you don't go those ways, if you don't follow those steps, you're illegal. Now, I know those steps are hard, and I get that. But the fact of the matter is, if we let this one law be broken, then what's to say that any of the other laws have any moral weight whatsoever? They don't. All right, if you're gonna say one law doesn't is not right, then none of the laws are right. It's one or the other. You have to keep. It's about. What's the word I'm looking for? It's about the principle of the idea. And that's it. That's my stance on it. Yeah, so just a little bit of a show. It's more kind of a test than anything. Not really kind of getting into the topics too deep. I want to get into the topics more with the other guys because I'm better when bouncing from person to person. I can't really give a lecture. I'm awful at teaching. So, I mean, if you know me, you know that. Another last thing that I want to talk about is all of the college kids. All these millennials, if you will. If you're a millennial, like me, and you have any common sense whatsoever, then you know how the real world works. And the thing about colleges is they're kind of a baby sitting step before people enter the real world. And that's why you have these super senior. I mean, not to diss any of the super seniors here at Eastern or anywhere else, but these people that stay in college forever because it's not gonna lie, pretty easy life, super easy life. You think tests are hard? They're not. You think studying's hard? It's not. You know what's hard is struggling to pay your bills because you haven't, throughout the week, and you have nothing else to do except for work and pay your bills and, your family life and everything like that. That's harder than studying for a test that actually, in retrospect, does not matter as much as taking care of your family and things like that. Gosh dang, man. I got to get more people in here so that I can actually read all these comments that are coming in and things like that. We got 11 viewers, something like that going on here? Oh, no, we don't. We got 5. YouTube Live. No, it's episode 11. And the viewers are 5. Okay, cool. So, this is pretty cool. We're doing this thing live on Facebook. Now getting back to the college thing. As far as college kids go, I think a lot of college kids are babies. Mostly because of the work ethic that I see going on. And a lot of the complaining I see going on around the country. We see these prestigious schools where these scholars and stuff are declaring that there's safe spaces and things like that. I don't believe in safe spaces. The real world doesn't have safe spaces. Like I said before, college is kind of like a babysitting step before you go into the real world. Now, you do get degrees in a lot of things. I'm talking more about like the political type things that go on in the colleges. Like, obviously, if you're a biology major and you're going into the science aspect of things and you're going into like different types of training, like real world jobs, that's a little different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those gender studies students and what else would it be? I don't want to say education because that would be everybody, but it's a lot of these people that have these easy degrees that are mostly like psychological and things like that, where they think too much. They think they're too smart. They're too smart for their own good, and that's all they learn, and they don't learn actual skills. And then they go into the real world and they realize they don't know actual skills, so then they start complaining even more. So that's where the problem is. It starts in college. They start being babysitted and stuff like that. They get to the real world, realize they didn't do anything in college, and now we're stuck with a bunch of millennials that are living off welfare and things like that. Now, this is a pretty broad statement. I know people would probably get mad at that statement, but it's hard to argue with anybody that's not arguing back right now. So that's where I'm coming from. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and end the show here because I think I'm taking up too much memory on my computer. Really, that's about it. But this is cool, guys. Thanks for joining in. I'm gonna be doing this show live with everybody else soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's gonna be pretty cool. This is kind of a test to see how it all works. I didn't talk about a whole lot. Kind of got lost most of the time. It's mostly myself here. It is just myself here, and I'm kind of... This is good. I guess this is good practice for talking, like public speaking. So that's a good point to it. I got to stop losing track of my train of thought. Besides that, this is pretty fun. I actually enjoy this a lot. The only thing I have a problem with is doing it myself because I am like... If you don't know what's going on here, I have 7 screens and just a whole bunch of people on all of them. So it's pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Not a big show today. Didn't talk about a whole lot. Really didn't get into a whole lot. But it's kind of fun just to talk and kind of test out this new software. So be looking forward to more of these coming out. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot more stuff to talk about. It's kind of a millennial thing. I'm going to be doing some more research along with the people that are going to be involved in this show. So yeah, go ahead and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/thepitshow, on Twitter at @the_pit_radio, and Instagram at pit_radio. Yeah, so go follow us, subscribe. YouTube is... Let me see what the YouTube is real quick. We're doing live on YouTube right now as well. So it's a pretty cool thing. Excuse me. I was on live. Again, my skills are not in necessarily talking. However, okay, so this is how it works on YouTube. So this is our page, guys. It's called The Pit Radio. It's on YouTube. Go subscribe. See what we got going on. We're going to have all kinds of stuff coming up. We're trying to get more, if you want, like, kind of our vision for the show, go check out Steven Crowder. He's a really good guy. Awesome at what he does. He's kind of doing the same thing, or actually we're kind of doing the same thing as him. I can't really. He's got a lot more subscribers and things like that, but he's awesome. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him. He's a pretty awesome guy. But that's our goal. That's our vision here. We got more people involved. Rick, Connor, Mackay, Gary, Tebow. Everybody's usually involved in this, and it's a fun time. We usually have a fun time. Go check out our other shows. It's pretty cool, guys. So thanks for watching today. I know it wasn't a whole lot. Didn't get into anything. Probably contradicted myself more than I had any facts to present. But you know what? It's all right. If I said anything wrong, I'll take the heat for it. I'm not like these little pansies that blame everything else. So if I said something wrong, sorry. That's all it takes. No, anyways, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll be back eventually. Hopefully with more substantial content. Oh, real quick, to I Am New Productions. Go subscribe to them on YouTube. This is our producing company. This is my company where we produce a lot of different media. Just to give you an example of what we are and where you can find us on YouTube. Let me just go to YouTube right here. It's I Am New Productions on YouTube. Pretty dope. Just released our short film called Ascendance. It's a pretty sick short film, guys. Go check that out. We got just 4 likes on this page. That's pretty sick. Awesome, guys. Thanks for liking it. Thanks for liking it. I feel like I'm more entertaining when I'm not talking about politics right now because guys, if you knew me, I have one train of thought. A lot of people can go in different ways, but for me, it's just like, and then if I look one way, that's the way I'm going, and it just doesn't stop. So bear with me on that in certain situations, but sorry for going off the tracks here. Anyways, just like I was talking about, go to I Am New Productions, subscribe, see what we got going on there. We have we got 214 subscribers. This is pretty sick. Right here is our short film, Ascendance. We filmed this last year. It was pretty fun. Learned a lot from it. Not the best short film. I mean, it was really good. Like I'm not downing it at all, but I'm just saying we have come a long way since then, and we have a lot more to show you coming up. So that's why you want to subscribe, so you see all of our stuff that's coming, and it's going to be really, really cool. So we got a lot of stuff planned. Real quick, just for the fun of it, I want to show my CPU is cooking right now. Yeah, I won't even open that. Goodness. Holy cow. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Right here, guys, if you're looking at the bottom screen, we're doing a lot of test shots for this next film. It's called Sync. Be on the lookout for it. We're going to have a Facebook page for it soon. We're going to have an Indiegogo to support it. Our film is really cool. Directed by Devin Miles, assistant director Joe Miller. I'm the producer, and then we have your one and only Michael Pointer as the director of photography, basically the guy that films, that's behind the camera. So we got a sick crew going on. This is us a little bit in behind the scenes. We're doing a crash scene. There's Segura, Anthony Segura. Go follow him on Facebook. He's a pretty cool guy. Lots of stuff going on here at I Am New Productions. Along with this film, we have another one in the works. It's called Jarheads. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce this or not. However, it is sick. It is really cool. The van in this situation is we have a green screen room. If we didn't ask, I'm not going to say anything about this, but we didn't really ask for permission to use the green screen with the van. Anyways, we're doing a car crash scene. It's going to be pretty sick. We're gonna have a lot of behind the scenes on I'm New Productions. Go check that out. That's why I'm telling you, you gotta subscribe, man. You gotta subscribe to this thing, man. It's gonna be crazy. Got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, my dad's commenting on this thing. He doesn't really understand technology. Just kidding. This is some more behind the scenes. Yeah, guys, so go check out I Am New Productions. Subscribe to us. We got a whole bunch of things going on. A lot of Greyhound stuff. We have one video that has reached 17,000 views. It's pretty awesome. Another thing, too, one of my friends, I like to shout out all my friends all the time. This is a film made by Brandon Carter. Well, more just like a fan film, but it's done really well. Go check out Carter Cinema. He was on the show before, Brandon Carter. Go check him out on YouTube at Carter Cinema. Also, let me go shout out Michael Pointer real quick. Sorry for the lag in our internet. It's so slow here. Sorry if I spell your name wrong, Michael. Here we are. This guy's awesome, guys. He always helps us doing the studio stuff. So, here is Michael Pointer. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Really cool. Go watch his short films, all the stuff he's done there. He's one of the producers of this show right here, The Pit. So it's going to be cool. We're going to advance a lot with The Pit very fast. We're working on getting some more equipment. We don't have a whole lot of money. We don't have any money. Okay, that's a fact. So we're going to get to the point where we can buy some nicer things and be able to broadcast more broadly and have some really cool, really high definition video and audio. We got the audio, but the video part will be sick, super sick. And we'll have a lot more stuff to talk about, a lot more people, bigger studio area. So it's going to be fun, man. It is going to be fun. Well, I guess I could ramble for a while now because I think it was at... Yeah, I've been rambling for about 15 minutes. That's what I'm talking about, man. I can just get off topic and go. So yeah, I'm thinking that's where I'm going to end the show, guys. Thanks for listening. It was, you know what, real quick before this happens. Dang it. Never mind. Gonna play music on the way out, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I will play our intro out. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time on The Pit. Laters. We're still here. This is awkward. We should exit out of some of these things.
All right.
Hey, yo, the music. Why is the music? Oh, hey, yo, it's 5, man. Hey, Connor, go get Austin.
Austin.
I need him here right now. Do his.
Austin,
oh,
we're
Austin,
starting.
do your radio voice right now.
What?
Your voice.
okay.
Man, we practice.